What's up there, YouTube? I am finally back, Freddy Wompton here, making another guide for a fighting game. In a game that, if you've been on my channel lately, you've seen a little bit of. If you've been on my Twitch, you've seen a lot of. With a character, you've seen a lot of. That's right, I'm finally making a guide for Metera. I apologize that this took a little longer than my guides typically do to come out, but as it was a brand new game, I wanted to make sure I got 100% got my bearings in the game before I even tried to make this type of video, but now I feel comfortable enough to do this. So we're going to be going over her buttons, some setups, and some basic BnBs. And that's it. That's what we got here. So let's get into it. I've wasted enough time. It's been like 2 minutes. You all get the point. We're starting. So first off, notation in this game is an LMHU, light, medium, heavy, unique. Got it? That's what we're going to be doing. We'll also be using typical anime notation, the numpad notation. I will put a picture of the numpad on the screen just so y'all know if you're unfamiliar with it. So, we're starting off with her 5L. Her 5L, right? It's this. It's simultaneously a good and a bad 5L. It's good because it's a low. It reaches pretty far and it's a low. So like, and it combos into itself. So you have to play twos a bit. Now with that being said, at a certain distance, there's like no legit way to combo from it. But if you're close enough, you can get like a little 2-hit shindig. You can, even if you're feeling confident, go for a super for a little extra something. I recommend it. Now this. You just do. As you can see, it is deceptively far. Very good punish tool on lower buttons, and very good to just throw out if you're within range. That being said, at this range, it might also be just as convenient to throw out a 5M, but we'll get to that. So next, we have our 2L, right? It's not bad. It's not the best. It's not Gran 2L, because Gran is a great 2L. But it's a typical 2L. It's a low. It's quick hitting. As you can see, you can get a combo out of it if you're quick enough. So yeah, y'all get it. Typical 2L stuff. Can combo in many ways. See what you gotta. Have fun. Decent button. I personally would probably recommend 5Ls, but there are situations where you're going to want a 2L maybe to challenge a block string, call someone out, punish someone, so on and so forth. So next we have what is probably her best grounded normal, not including her zoning normals. So her 5M. As you can see by that beautiful white line, this has a pretty rad arcing hitbox. It goes very far. It stays out there for a bit, which is good and bad. We'll get to that. It is very much so special cancelable, and at any range you hit with, if you cancel into 236 or 236M, you'll get a combo as long as the opponent's not crouching. At somewhat closer distances, 214M will combo at max ranges. So that's like the trade-off there. But button is very good if dudes try to roll, which they will roll a lot against you because your Metera are going to be throwing out projectiles. This is probably the best button to cast because of how long it sticks out there. Now, I did say it's double-bladed sword. The double-bladed sword is that. Let me see what I mean. Like, it's really hard to do this without having the Metera do it, but I don't want to have to switch to a Metera. But as you can see, the hurt box on it is very punishable. This will cover 2M. It's pretty good, pretty alright. Also special cancelable. All the normals are special cancelable in this game except for uniques. So you just click a bit. This is also another pretty good check. This is actually one of the really good buttons if, say, you have them in the corner and you're within the range, you can just throw out like pressure like this. If they try rolling, you can do that. You can 5M them. This is how you put someone in what I call like the oppression session. It involves buttons like this, as well as her H's, which we'll be getting to. So, her H's. This character actually has 3. That is very unusual. And let it be known, we're only covering proximity normals right now. Or rather, far normals. We're not covering proximity. We'll get to those though. So we have 5H. As you can see, straight up projectile. Goes most of the screen. On hit, very much so special cancelable. This is how her zoning game works a lot. Is a combination of this and the 2 and 1 H's. You just throw out your setups, you do whatever you gotta just to do things. And that's the Metera game. 5H, very good. Can be rolled, so be careful just throwing out willy-nilly. If you get rolled, okay, this, you're probably gonna get punished if they're close enough. Same with them jumping. That's where the next button comes in, 2H's. Now, this button's a problem. Because every single grounded normal in this game is air unblockable, except Metera's 2 and 1 H's. Meaning, if a person jumps, they can block this action. Which kind of sucks. That being said, if they don't, if it's counter hits or normal hits and you react, you get a good combo out of it. Holidays. You can also try to throw out a 5M as an anti-air, because that does have the grounded normal properties. This will be air unblockable, but this has its own issues to throw out. And you might get a proximity 5M, which can screw you up really hard. Can jump back and button for the anti-air. Just do whatever you gotta to make it work. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, we have another H, and that is 1H. As you can see, the arc is more severe. This is used if they are in your face trying to jump over you. So like right around there, right around here, even though that hit, as you can see right there, you would not want to use a 2H, you'd want to use a 1H, and you snipe them. And that's what it's made for, because like 2H's will whiff here, 1H's will not. If a dude tries to cross you up, you just 1H them, that's all you do. And if they're pressing a button, which in the case of a Gron, if he's jumping, they're pressing buttons. They're always pressing jumping. Just throw it out. Test the water. Charlotta is the only one that will give you a problem with this. Well, I guess anyone can alter the jump arc, really, but Charlotta's the big problem because her jump arc is naturally awkward. But we're not here to really talk about matchups here. Next, we'll cover her unique. That's it. You can do it in either direction. As you can see, you can do it twice if you do it on the ground in either direction. If you do it in the air, you can only do it once, but you still get to do it. This makes for very good get in, get out. Do be careful getting in because it seems really obnoxious, right? Once you're fighting against people who don't eat glue, this becomes a very sticky thing to do because you can just jab it. Like, literally pretty much react jab it because it takes a while for the buttons to come out. But yeah, that's her unique. Very good. It's alright in like pressure strings. Like it's also good for combo starting. Like that. That's actually where most of the combos, that's not all the combos where they come from, is butterfly setup. But either way, that's 5 unique. I'll cover the proximity. So we have the L normals, which I only need to show the first one because after the first normal, they're all the same. It's a quick slap. All these are plus on block, by the way. Well, not all these, but like at least 5L and 5M are at proximity range. As you can see, little love tap. Ron probably likes it. I'd like it to slap me. We have 5M. Pretty alright, as you can see. Got some decent range on it. I say no, it's a proximity normal. If it's coming out, it's not going to be a problem. And then we have our 5H, a multi-hitting move, 3-inch. Very decent button. And then the rest of the string, as you can see, another slap and a kick. That's all it is. Like that's the full string because of the way the game happens. That's her grounded normals. Air normals, we already covered her jump unique, so we're not going over it again. Her jump L is her cross-up button. It's also, like every jump L in this game, it just stays out there forever, as you can see. Yeah. Now, I don't particularly recommend jumping in this game as this character, or otherwise really. Maybe against this character for projectile callouts at best. But this is not a good game to jump in IMO. So do be careful throwing these jumps out. You can also just do jump normals out of her 5U and they do register as overhead. It's why doing her unique input is so enticing. If you just get straight overhead schmicks out of it, but try to use it spare. Try to stick to zone. That's what she does best. Next we'll cover her jump medium. This is actually a legitimate two-hitting move. It's gonna be really hard to show this way. There you go. As you can see, two-hit. If you're playing against someone who doesn't know the matchup, they will probably get caught by this. Because even if you do it off of jump unique, right, they'll probably block the first overhead and then go to crouch without realizing there's a second overhead there. Happens a lot, actually. Like, more than I care to admit. But, yeah. It's a pretty alright air button. I like it. Y'all get the... Next we have jump heavy. Pretty good. Covers an alright amount of range. It's no, like, ground jumping. But it is what we got. A very alright button. This is a big part of her anti-air combo, so get used to this exact motion, like 5U into the jump H. Very big punch. I believe that covers it for normals. I don't think I'm stupid, I gotta think quick. Yes. Normals in a normal sense. We have her forward throw. We have her back throw. Just remember, throws in this game called down states, meaning you can get the run setups. In Metera's case, we're coming over, but it's usually just stuff like that. Or even give them one of these so they wake up and have to block right away, so on and so forth. We'll cover that in a setup section. Universal overhead. This is Metera's. It's actually, in my opinion, one of the better ones because it, as you can see, it goes out there. It reaches a far-ass distance. It will overhead from any distance that it hits from. With setup, it is comboable. We will get to that. You don't see me use this a lot just because I try to avoid using overheads or crazy enough, but I should really start throwing this out, man. It's a very good button. Covers a big distance. It's nigh unpunishable because of that. Like, even if they react and try to jab me out, which is normally how you beat this, from like this distance, it's very hard. Admittedly, this distance you won't get the combo setup from that we're going to be talking about, but necessary sacrifice, right? It does like 5 to 10% for hitting this guy. Okay. Now we'll cover legit specials. I will have the numpad notation somewhere on the screen. Just look at it, if you so please. And you should be able to understand what it is. So, first off, we have 236, right? This is her high projectile. It starts up and I don't know. It starts up faster than 214. This is a very good zoning tool, as are most of the things. But more so because of the speed of this, it can catch a lot of things. Even like fairy players, if they go for like a 5M into 236M, a heavy one of these at specific ranges can catch it before the 236M comes out and beats your ass. As for a 236H or EX, if you will, it's just the 3-hit. It has knockdown state, so you get set up in the corner. Comboable. We'll get there. Next, we'll cover 214. It's her low. It doesn't actually hit low, but it is a low projectile. It does low profile other projectiles in the game. I don't think Bronze is one of them, by the way it looks. Yeah, no, his wouldn't be one. But like Catalina's gets low profiled. Metera's own 236 will get low profile by it, where she will both duck it and the projectile will go under it. That's really it. It's her EX version of it, the H version. It's the same as 236. It's 3-hit knockdown state for combo, as you can tell. Pretty basic stuff here. I can't wait to not be able to combo. Next we'll cover her DP button, which is 623. As you can see, it goes up and rains arrows down. There is a hitbox on it as it's traveling towards its destination in the sky. That hitbox is air unblockable, so if they were to say, as you can see, I have him blocking, but it just doesn't matter because of that air unblockable. This is one of Metera's 2 air unblockable moves. She does not have a normal. And I would not recommend doing this on reaction because it would start up, just because if Ron pressed a legit button there, like a jumping leap, I would have been snuffed in my startup frames more than likely. You pretty much have to read it to do this specific activity. Or maybe even if you can try, maybe they throw out a forward easy special button. I need to test that though, like in an actual game against actual people. But for now, be careful with it. If it does hit at distances, it is a combo. As you can tell, it's very good for catching rolls. A lot of people will roll right into it because they're expecting a normal projectile. And they roll. You get to take setup off of it. And then you get to start running like Metera, Schmitz, and whatnot, right? And that is like an admitted part of our game. So that is DP. EXDP goes the farthest and the fastest, is legit comboable in juggle, like airborne juggle states, and has knockdown state just like other EXs in the game, as you will see here. I also realized I did not cover her 2 unique because I'm an idiot, so we're going to cover that. Like, I apologize about throwing it into this. Sweet. Very, very fast. Has down state as all sweep. Now, the sweep is very good, but do be careful with it because it is extremely punishable unless spaced properly. The spacing is right about that. So, like right here, if they block it, they will not be punishing it because it's the way of recovery. But if you're throwing it out at, say, here, and they block it, you're taking the punish. So, do try to use the move sparingly. I know it's tempting because it gets you in if you need that in the matchup, like a fairy matchup, or even Zeta with her projectile spam. But y'all need to be careful with it. That way you don't get bodied for free by it. Because it will happen, I promise. I used to be crazy with how much I use that move. I've calmed down a lot. Very good button. Be afraid to use it, do not be afraid to use it. Alright, back to specials because I'm an idiot. We have our 2 inputs, right? Which are butterflies. L version moves slow, B version moves faster, C version or H version moves at the speed of L, as you can see. But it puts 2 out, and when in the corner, as you can see, M and L go right past. These will sit. H sits there. This is actually how our corner setups work. You'll get knockdown state off EX or off a sweep, and then you'll set them, and then you'll start like running your game, getting your big ass boy damage. Y'all get the way you trigger it, by the way, is any arrow-based projectile, which is pretty much your whole kit. You just strike it, and it'll detonate literally anything, as you can tell. Like that's the 236 input right there, that just detonated it. As you can see, the hitbox going out of DP can detonate it, the hitbox going down will not. But as it's heading out, it will detonate it. This will not, because this will never hit it. If you do EX, eventually they fall down. You can detonate it then, but until then you cannot, as you can see. That's the general gist of it. This is actually your easiest way to get in, is you set out like any of these, and then you just 5-8, and then you dash, or unique air dash, if you will, assault. Because if they're blocking it, they physically do not have the ability to press a button on you as you're jumping in. If they're taking the hit, it's straight up a raw combo at that point. So every time this is directly on them and you detonate it, I recommend jumping in, because even then if they're blocking, if they block this, you can just like jump back out because you can Gatling straight into her unique. So you can just get right back out and do things. And that's the last thing we need to cover right there. Her 2-3-6, the button strength determines the angle it's at, as you can tell. EX, same range as non-EX. It's just a matter of it being multi-hitting and comboable. It's also a legitimately good throw bait if you're good at TK input, which I am not good at TK input, which is doing like basically a super jump install like that right into an input. It's called a Tiger Knee TK, but it's a very good throw bait because you can like run up and do the TK input, and it can bait out a throw, or even maybe a not that fast button, and it'll catch them, and then you get the just run pressure and stuff, which at this point would probably be something a bit like what? Yeah, in the corner you'd run her like normal anti-air juggle. I'm not good at TKs. I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself. I need to practice TK. That's our specials. Cover our supers. Both of them are quarter circle, double quarter circle forward. Forgive me. It's 2-3-6, 2-3-6. You can also just do one quarter circle forward, 1-2-3-6, and then easy special to do it. Now the way these work is easy specials. You look at the cinematic part at different ranges. Like at this range, I probably won't. As you can see, if I'm at that range again and I do the legit input, as you can see, I get it. And it does do different things. As you can see, that's about 20%. If I don't get cinematic, it's what, about 15%? And that matters, especially in the case of like her Super Skybound art, which needs unlocked at 30% or lower. As you can see, it was about 20%. Pretty good, right? Especially for a full screen super, which is exactly what it is. But you're missing out quite a bit of damage if you're not in their face. So I don't necessarily recommend throwing it out full screen unless maybe you're going for a chip out setup or something. Like if you're confident that they are not going to be able to like dodge around all of that, which I don't, you can probably step dodge it all because of the way this game works. One of these. But I'm not sure. Yeah, those are supers. As you can see, this is 2-3-6. I'm an idiot. Or 2-3-6, 2-3-6, 8. This is a great anti-air super. So you remember how I had my boy Gran blocking, right? This is very much so anti-air. This is actually the best way to send the message on anti-airs at times, because it just does. You get 20% off of an anti-air, 20-30% right there raw, because they're like, well, no, I'm not jumping like this. Very good thing. Do be careful with it, because a lot of times I personally mistime it, either from online connectivity or just other reasons, I don't know, but I do mistime it a lot. And if you mistime it, it is extremely weird. So like right there, that was mistimed in actuality. Like that would have completely whiffed, and they would have been on the ground probably blocking again. But if you catch it, it's 100% worth. But remember, the reason you're doing stuff like that is for this exact reason. As you can see what I mentioned about that before. As you can see, that doesn't work. That one will. I never thought about that, huh? Yeah, you can just do that if you want to check them. They jump and you're just like, nah, bro. That'll work. It still registers there. Y'all get the point. Basically like BB tag setup, like the DP unblockable airs, or air unblockable DPs, forgive me. And her other super 236 unique. This unlocks at 30% or lower HP and it does noticeably more damage than the other super. This one does not have anti-air properties. This one is straight damage. That's what it exists as. Has a down state, which I didn't do anything after, but you can just throw out something like this in the corner. Same with this super, the other one. Because they super got down state, you can run a setup off of it, like that. And then kind of do whatever you want. They Metera games. So that, if I'm not an idiot, is altered by this. I hope it is. I probably should have written this down. I'll get the one. I'm just bad at it, because this is information needs to be helpful. So, I will cover BnBs. Got it? So, BnBs, it's pretty basic. At a distance, you're poking with buttons into zoning tools. This is how you're going to get, realistically, probably a primary part of your damage is just calling dudes out with buttons, railing them, running setup pressure in the buttons, so on and so forth. If you're in their face, right, like you can just do something like this. Gatling into a 236 into a 214. You can burn the EXs on it if you want, just to start running a setup. Now, a lot of people online, especially, will, for setup, run like this. I don't recommend doing it. Like, they'll put projectile or put butterfly down, and they'll sneak in. I don't recommend it. If a person has a DP, they can react DP that shit and rail you right out of the sky. You completely lost your turn and use an EX for it. My recommended is just like, set it. Depending on maybe your matchup will determine what speed butterfly you need to sit there. Play zone or a zone. Remember this. You might have this button, and it's a good button to get in and out. You are a zone. Remember. I cannot stress it enough. So, mid-screen BnBs, they're all very simple. There's nothing flashy here. It's just all stuff like this as you can tell. That's it. Throw that out, you throw out a projectile if you don't want to burn an EX, and then you get out, you hit him a few times, get a little bit of damage, you get back out, you all get the point. You can throw out either super if you want the damage from it. Just like that. And that's literally it for like mid-screen BnBs. This game it has combos, but it's not combo oriented like a BlazBlue or something. Especially in the case of this character. Until you hit like corner or anti-air states. But that's neither here nor there. So, we'll go to the point, right? This is where things get a little different. So, normal rules apply here with this stuff. But once you start EXing, that's where we get a little fantasy, got it? So, like, an example, we'll just show it in a way. This is your average, like, EX. That right there. 2 EXs. I'll have the notation listed. I don't really talk about it as much because it's hard to talk and do this at the same time. But you can Gatling in the stuff. You do EX projectile. Either one works. I recommend burning 214 out because you want to keep your 236 for popping your butterfly setup that you'll be running after most of your EX combos in the corner. So aim for this one if you have it. If you don't, use 236. After that, you hit him with 2 8, your 5 unique, you jump heavy, you stand heavy. You wait 3 hits, then you hit him with the 6-2-3. That was not a 6-2-3. You hit him with that. And then you can sweep at the end of it, but I did it because I'm an idiot for a little more damage and still get downstate. I recommend it. So it looks like that's not, you can do that. As you can see. That's kind of your average BnB for damage and setup. Because then it's completely your game. Had I done better, could have killed. But yeah, that's the average BnB. Now, if you're trying to burn meter in it, there's multiple ways to do it. I would recommend do that exact combo, but stop at this for normal super, and you just use it right here. This way, this is how you get the lowest amount of scaling on this. And as you can see, if you open them up with a 5H in the beginning, it does like 50% raw. So I recommend stopping at the second 5H in the combo and just doing it. That's how you get optimal. For other one, the other super, you can stop at the same exact place you have access to it. Throw this out. You'll get more damage because of what the super is. If you want to do them off the extended route, that you can do it there. That's all. You can still do it. As you can see, give you a little bit more damage, a little bit tastier. For this route, I normally reserve for her SSA, the Super Skybound arc that unlocks at 30%. More damage, looks hella cool. I love the route, if I can pull it off. And there you go. That's like the optimal, as far as I can tell, without butterfly setups. Quarter combo as Metera. That's what you do right now. You can also run some setup pressure here, which we're going to be getting into setups very soon, so I'm not going to do it. Okay, so now we have Ant here. We're going to set it to counter to make it easy. So, if you ever do catch them with this, by the way, even if they block this button, you do get a free jump unique because of them landing it for more pressure. So you do get a turn. It's just sad that it's not. So I just leave it right. But the anti-air combo on average, it's just looping, got it? You loop her 2H and her 5U and jump H, and that's it. So this is what it looks like. You also need to time it really awkwardly, so it'll take a bit to get used to, but as you can see, you get a 6 hit there, you're like 20% them or more because they decided they wanted to catch you things. Usually I just try to wait it. Also, at that point, the 7th hit in the combo, you get combo limit, which I'm not too sure the combo limit, how combo limit works entirely. I don't think anyone really is yet. But in the case of Metera, I use it for more mixing, as you can see. You 5U again after it and take a free like overhead setup. Or nah, it's not even what I wanted. Alright, you can also just do stuff like that. If you aren't feeling particularly confident, you can do stuff like that. So like, yeah, that one doesn't confirm with this one. Whatever. But yeah, you can go for a lot of weird shit. Oh my god, this combo's weird timing, by the way. Y'all will learn once you try it. So yeah, you can just do a lot of weird stuff. And that's the gist. You can also throw a super into this. The timing's really weird, but it is like the optimal anti-air combo is to just... Oh my god. Could have done it there regardless. And right there is not it. It's very tight timing, by the way. I've been playing this character for a minute, and not even I have the timing down. Admittedly, it just means I need to practice. And there it is. That is your optimal anti-air combo there. But considering we all eat blue if we play this character, it's very tight. But there you go. It's your optimal end. Teaches them a lesson for jumping in and pressing buttons. And that's it for BnBs. Because because I'm not counting butterfly BnBs. I'm gonna count because that's setup. So we're gonna get right into setup pressure. So, as Metera, every time you get knocked in any way, shape, or form, right? Chances are you should always be going for butterfly setup, no matter what it is. The one exception is maybe in like a fairy matchup, just because she's an annoying. And you might want to take just a normal safe jump. At that point, that's up to you and your own discretion in what you perceive that matchup to be. But for the most part, you always want butterflies. Because combo extender, pressure extender, like you can just, if they're blocking all this, you can just do this and still get the jump, it's your turn, so on and so forth, you all get the point. You always want it no matter how they're down. You throw them, you can do it. Admittedly, there's another one for this, but we'll discuss that. They can throw it out. The other one is EP input, as you can see, directly onto their noggin. And if it does hit them, I'm not sure, that might be too far for the combo. Yeah, so that's too far for combo, at least in that regard. Like, you don't get the sweep, which you would normally get on a lot of these. But you'll probably get this, yeah, like that'll confirm. So you get a little 5 hit, puts them in some blocks stun if they are blocking. You get a turn yet. The plan as Metera, obviously, is keep them out as much as humanly possible. You do not want them in your face. You do not have a legitimate DP outside of the series. These are the only involved things Metera has. So if they're in your face, you have to block it out, you have to call them out, you have to punch them away. You all get the point. But as for EX setup, it's the same deal. You can take either or with these. As you can see, that one, you do get the combo. So whichever you are personally more comfortable with, go for. Or maybe matchup depending on everything happening. With butterflies, remember, if you get the butterfly on them and you detonate, jump in, it's free. Free real estate, at least if you press a button. If you don't press a button, they can DP you. But that's just a guessing game at that point because you can just say they're blocking this, right? You can empty jump low. You can empty jump throw them if they were blocking it. And that just is true across the board for her. That shit, whatever it's called, 5U. You can always empty jump low into a combo. You can empty jump throw for damage. You can empty jump overhead. Just typical like assaulty type things or jump pressure in video games. But yeah, that's the general setup pressure with her. You can also sit at spacings like this and abuse them because you can do that, and then because of the way spacings work, if they were to press like a 2M here, realistically your 2M should snuff theirs because of like startups and stuff. And that's just the way, like, that's just spacing. And that's something you'll learn over the course of just playing fighting games across the board, is understanding spacing. So you all get the point there. Now for the corner, I did mention that overhead is scary, and that's because overhead is also something that can set off punch. And in the case of the corner, timing's wrong, but as you can see, it is very much so comboable. So yeah, you do get a combo off of it. Just like that. And there you go, there's a little mix there. Between these two combos, pretty sure Braun would have been just like that. And that's me knowing the two combos if it ever comes out. Overhead in the corner, pretty good. Always use 5 unique after butterfly setting, unless you just want to keep distance, in which case you don't have to go, and obviously you can unique away, and the butterfly will cover you so they have to block it when you get further away, create distance. But generally speaking, you consistently want to be 5 unique after butterfly sets, no matter what. It's a matter of direction you want to take. If you want to generate distance, say you're up against like Steel or Balrog and you want distance, you can do it that way. Admittedly, those two characters don't have like DP, so going on them is kind of free in a lot of ways after it, but that's use your discretion, do what you gotta. I think that's it for setups. There's not a lot of setups. A lot of the game is just understanding matchups, and this is not a matchup video. What I will say, I will reiterate, remember the game plan is to zone. A lot of you are going to get way too confident with this button. You're going to eat way too much damage because you're going to go to do it. A Gran is going to anti-you, he's going to Mishimo combo your ass, you're going to take 60%, and you're going to be like, wow, I'm an idiot. I will agree. Use this, spare. That's what I got. Very good. If you're too predictable with it, you will get blown up. And remember, spot dodge as much as humanly possible. Not because spot dodge is good, because she's adorable and she says wow. And I believe that covers it for general Metera guide. If I missed anything, give me a holler. A lot of it's like cards and just make a addendum of the video or something. I'll probably go over a matchup guide for her eventually just to have a general understanding. But don't quote me. I need to stop yawning. Thank you though. I've been Freddie Wompkin. Feel free to stick around, hit like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those generic things. You'll probably hear this again in the end video. If you want me to check out another character and see what I can dig up, let me know. I do also play Cat and Zeta, so if you want something on those two, let me know. More so Zeta, my cat's really awful. Either way, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Remember, this game comes out March 3rd in America. Pick it up. It is sick. The game's really fun, extremely fun. Probably one of the best new fighting game IPs we've gotten in years. Pick it up, check it out. If you want sets against me, just ask. I'm more than willing to play. I'm more than willing to teach you. Just ask. And that's all I got. Later, everyone. If you happen to enjoy that video, feel free to, like, comment, share, subscribe, check out my Twitch, check out my Twitter. Links are always in my descriptions. All the generic stuff you would typically hear on YouTube nowadays. All those, yeah, you get it. My wife, they command you